The instrument appointing Major Joseph Anthony Comrie to be commander of the St. Christopher Nevis Defence Force. By His Excellency Sir Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seton, Knight Grand Cross of the Most Distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, Commander of the Royal Victorian Order, Queen's Counsel, Justice of the Peace, Governor General of St. Christopher Nevis. To Major Joseph Anthony Comrie, I, Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seton, Governor General, in exercise of the powers conferred on me by Section 195 of the St. Christopher Nevis Defence Force Act, Chapter 19.14 of the Revised Laws of St. Christopher Nevis, reposing a special trust in your loyalty, courage, and good conduct, do by these presents constitute and appoint you to be commander of the St. Christopher Nevis Defence Force with effect from the 1st day of March 2018. You are therefore carefully and diligently to discharge your duty as such commander, and you are at all times to exercise and discipline in arms both the inferior officers and men serving under you, and use your best endeavors to keep them in good order as their superior officer. And you are to observe and follow such orders and directions as from time to time you shall receive from the Ministry of National Security or from the Defence Force Board, according to the rules, regulations, and discipline in force in that behalf, in pursuance of the trust reposed in you. Given under my hand and the public seal of St. Christopher Nevis at Government House this 15th day of February 2018, in the 67th year of Her Majesty's reign. Signed, Sir S.W. Tapley Seton, GCMG, CVO, QCJP, Governor General. You're welcome. Thank you. All the best. Congratulations.
Words are not sufficiently expressive to convey how extremely honored I am for the level of confidence and trust that has been reposed in me by the Governor General, Prime Minister, and the government of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis to lead this all-important and noble institution. The St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force has reached this point in our history through the commitment and capability of our service members. We have played and continue to play a critical role in our nation's development. We can, upon all careful reflection, conclude that we have not fully exercised our capabilities. We must continue to improve our positive interaction between officers, heads of department, and among each other. We must continue to promote ethical behaviors against the backdrop of acceptable moral behaviors. The role of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force have sometimes been misunderstood, particularly with emerging responsibility to current international, regional, and local threat to our security. Our strategic objectives must emanate from our policymakers, as our institution and citizenry provide the checks and balance to our policymakers. There is no doubt that the security of our state is intertwined with our economic development, and to this regard, our support to the police is unwavering. Our roles are sometimes distinct and must remain so, but where they overlap, our fullest support and expertise will be brought to bear. The Defence Force will work towards not only improving the human security of the people and visitors of our Federation, but we will also provide professional advice in areas of national development. We intend to engage increasingly in joint planning, execution, and evaluation of our operational activities. Our members are well trained, and we hope to lead by example. Our effort as part of our national responsibility to relief effort will employ all relevant military assistance to the national instrument in a concerted manner that work towards success. The St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force will also seek to capitalize on civilian and military partnership as outlined in the Defence Force Act. Our collective strategic minds will continue to create opportunity locally, regionally, and internationally to advance and educate our service members. I am happy to report that over 80% of Coast Guard officers possesses at least a first degree, and we will seek to ensure that all officers must acquire higher education for advancements to the senior level within the organization. Education is a precursor for excellence, and our overall performance measure must undergo improvement. The St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force cannot focus entirely on security alone. We must develop plans to build the resilience within the institution and focus on rendering assistance to critical departments within the Federation. I will explain more at an appropriate time. Transparency will be a priority under my command. I will review the force standing operating procedures, recruitment, promotion, and disciplinary system. Also focus upon building a more robust wellness program. The Defence Force will improve adaptability in the ever-changing security environment around our world. We will continue our partnership within the umbrella of the regional security system, while we engage friendly international partners to increase our experience and knowledge and allow our soldiers to function always in the best interests of the service and the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll witness our second change of command since our re-establishment some 2 decades ago. Since then, the Defence Force has transformed. We are now standing on the horizon of a new era, an era that is increasingly challenging and more dangerous and filled with an avalanche of uncertainty. However, our accomplishments are remarkable for our size, and my firm conviction is that the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force can and will be a true agent for change and improvement in all areas, particularly national security. Colonel Walliser, you have rendered outstanding service to the nation. It is your leadership and vision that has shaped the Defence Force into what it is today. As you will be relieved from your burdensome and extraordinary national duty, the Defence Force thank you for your leadership and service. And I personally thank you for your mentorship and guidance over the past decades. And yes, sir, thank you for leaving me boots that I and many others after me will essentially struggle to fill. However, having said this, it's a reality that time does not stand still. And on behalf of all our service members, past and present, once again, I wish you all the best. Soldiers' fortune and genuine happiness for your retirement. Fair winds and following seas, my brother. To my family, I have missed many birthdays, graduation, and so much more, but I am forgiven. So thanks for caring and understanding. Also by virtue of your courage and support, I have reached thus far. It will be remiss of me if I conclude without expressing my gratitude to the hard-working men and women of the St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force, and more specifically the Coast Guard. Because of your unwavering support, I stand before you today. Saving the most deserving of my gratitude for that being of which nothing greater can be perceived, the Almighty. To Him be the glory for helping me through and keeping me safe at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. God bless.
Number 2, halt! Number 3 platoon, number 3, halt!
Right! Well advanced! Left! Turn! Very well. Start relief. Comrie. Right! Shoulder!